You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome back to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. I'm your host, Ron Wadley with Insurance for Texans. We help church leaders protect their people and property with clarity and confidence. Today, we are talking about the reasons why insurance inspections are happening on church property policies. There's a moment many church leaders experience that feels a little unsettling. You finally get through a tough insurance renewal. Maybe you were non-renewed, maybe rates jumped, maybe it took weeks of back and forth, but at last the policy is bound, coverage is in place, and then the phone rings. Hi, this is the inspector calling to schedule a visit to your church. That's exactly what happened to Sheila in Abilene. She had just helped her church secure a new policy after a stressful non-renewal. She was relieved. The board was relieved. And then she got that call. Her first thought was the same one I hear all the time. Did we do something wrong? If you've ever felt that way, let me put your mind at ease right away. A property inspection after a new policy is issued is not a punishment. It's not a red flag, and it does not mean your coverage is about to disappear. In today's insurance market, inspections are normal, especially for churches. And here's the reason why. Insurance companies don't just insure addresses, they insure risk. And churches are very different from standard commercial buildings. They tend to be older. They often have large roofs, unique construction features, and heavy weekly use. Add in Texas weather, and carriers want a clear picture of what they're insuring. The inspection helps them understand the real on-the-ground condition of your property. Another big reason inspections happen is verification. When your church applied for coverage, information was provided about square footage, roof age, construction type, and usage. An inspection simply confirms that what was submitted matches reality. If something has changed over the years, an addition, a fellowship hall used for rentals, a roof repair that never happened, the carrier needs to know. That doesn't mean they're looking to cancel you. It means they're trying to avoid surprises later, especially at claim time. So what are inspectors actually looking for? They're paying close attention to the roof because hail claims drive a massive amount of church losses in Texas. They're looking at electrical systems, fire alarms, exits, and general safety. They're watching for obvious hazards like water damage, outdated panels, or repairs that were started but never finished. In other words, they're asking one question. If something bad happens here, how severe could the loss be? Now here's the part Sheila found helpful once she understood it. An inspection can actually work in your church's favor. If the building is in good condition, that supports stable premiums and fewer surprises later. If issues are found, you're being given a chance to fix them before they turn into a claim, or worse, a denied claim. Yes, inspection findings can lead to requests for repairs. Sometimes they lead to coverage adjustments, but addressing those items proactively almost always puts your church in a stronger position long term. The key is how you respond. Be present for the inspection. Don't avoid it. Don't downplay issues. And most importantly, don't handle the results alone. This is where having a church insurance specialist matters. Someone who understands how Texas carriers think, how inspections are enforced, and how to communicate corrections clearly can make all the difference. Sheila worked with her agent to review the report, prioritize the fixes, and respond correctly. The inspection didn't hurt the church. It clarified things, and that clarity brought confidence. So if your church just got a new policy and an inspection notice followed, take a breath. This is part of the process now. It's about preparation, not punishment. If you would like a church insurance agent who can explain things like inspections to you in plain language, reach out to our team at insurancefortexans.com. And if you want a steadier framework for navigating uncertainty as a church leader, pick up a copy of our book, The Promise of Certainty, at thepromiseofcertainty.com. I'm Ron Wadley, and this has been Faith Stewardship and Insurance, protecting Texas churches. Until next time, remember, inspections aren't punishment. They help protect your church's property for the future.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.